the lack of, well, proof that she's been in the gym working on her craft, trying to hone her skills after what can only be described as one of the worst shooting seasons anybody's ever seen in the history of basketball.
Angel Reese is back in the spotlight, but this time it's not for a red carpet moment or viral TikTok. It's for a practice video that's raising more eyebrows than praise. With the WNBA offseason in full swing, players are grinding, either overseas or in the gym, honing the skills they'll need next season. But Reese's latest training clip, it's got fans asking, what exactly is she working on? The drills in the video seem oddly disconnected from the issues she struggled with on the court. The backlash was immediate and the criticism sharp. Many are questioning whether her offseason is about growth or just growing her brand. And of course, the comparisons are rolling in. Caitlin Clark's training videos show her working through game-relevant drills, refining the very strengths that make her elite. The difference is stark, and it's fueling debate. So, is Angel Reese truly putting in the work? Or is this another curated moment meant to grab clicks instead of rebounds? Stick around. We're breaking down the fan reactions, what this means for her 2025 season, and whether Reese is rising or just riding the spotlight. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss what's next.
She was literally the most inefficient player within 5 foot in all of the WNBA. Any which way you put it, she shot bad from the field. All right, she's 6'3" and she plays under the basket, and she shot 39.1% from the field.
When Angel Reese dropped her much-anticipated practice video, fans expected one thing: growth. Proof that she was using the offseason to lock in and level up, especially after months of red carpet appearances, media tours, and social media rants. Instead, what they got left a lot to be desired. After all the noise, people were ready to see the work. Not the branding, not the posing, just basketball. And what Reese delivered didn't silence the critics. It gave them more ammunition.
I just hope y'all know, the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Let me do the math real quick.
He might cover that. Yeah, it covers that. It definitely covers that.
What is I don't even know my salary. No, my rent is more than that. It's $8,000. I'm living beyond my means.
But instead of drills aimed at shoring up her inside game, the very area where she struggled the most, Reese's video focused on three-point shooting and mid-range jumpers. For a 6'3" forward who lives in the paint, this raised eyebrows. A lot of them. Fans weren't just confused, they were vocal. The backlash was swift and relentless across social media. Critics pointed straight to the numbers, a troubling 39.1% from the field, and an even more shocking 44.5% from inside 5 feet. One of the worst marks in WNBA history given her shot volume. The reaction? Brutal and immediate. Comparisons to infamous NBA offseason clips, like Ben Simmons nailing open threes in empty gyms, started flying. Impressive-looking practice footage that never showed up when it mattered most, in the game.
Ben Simmons caught an amazing amount of stray bullets. An amazing amount. I guess Ben Simmons is known to release one of these propaganda kind of videos every year now.
Comparison to Ben Simmons wasn't just unflattering, it was damning. Critics pounced, calling the video more about optics than actual progress. One fan summed it up perfectly. Teach her how to make a layup, please. The backlash didn't stop at memes and comments. Analysts weighed in, dissecting the footage, and calling out the glaring disconnect between her flashy perimeter drills and the real weaknesses in her game. Sure, three-point shots look great in a quiet gym, but they don't fix a 44.5% finish rate at the rim. And that's the heart of the issue. Reese's game has long relied on second-chance points, often rebounding her own misses. But at 6'3", she should be dominating the paint, not clanking bunnies under pressure. Instead of posting awkward jumpers, fans and analysts alike argued she should be locked in on footwork, finishing through contact and tightening up her form. As one blunt comment put it, fix your fundamentals before filming your fadeaways.
I'm trying to figure out why she's putting so much time in developing an outside shot when she works under the basket, primarily. You get a rebound, or you're going to try to run out there all of a sudden and shoot a three, even though you got perimeter players that are standing around waiting for you to pass them the ball so they can shoot wide open shots. It could potentially be a horrible season for the Chicago Sky.
And here's the big question everyone's asking. Why is Angel Reese spending so much time developing an outside shot when her job is to dominate under the basket? Think about it. You're grabbing an offensive rebound. Are you really? Sprinting back out to the three-point line while your actual shooters are standing there, wide open, waiting for the kickout? That's not just inefficient. It's bad basketball IQ. Instead of refining her post presence and improving her finishing touch, Reese seems to be drifting into a role that doesn't suit her game or her team's needs. And if this training focus carries into the season, it could spell real trouble for the Chicago Sky. Some are already warning. This isn't just an off-season curiosity. It could be the beginning of a brutal, directionless year.
I'm wondering, a lot of the videos we see with Caitlin Clark, she's got actual men, grown men out there in her face trying to keep her from making shots and this and that and the other. There's not a lot of hands in Angel Reese's face here. And I am confused by the fact that she's trying to become this long-range player, it looks like. This is... she plays under the basket, or we thought she was playing under the basket.
And the criticism didn't stop with fans. Media insiders and basketball analysts took notice too, and many didn't hold back. This isn't the first time Angel Reese's off-season focus has raised eyebrows. Her non-stop presence on social media, from red carpets to podcast appearances, has already fueled speculation that basketball may not be her top priority. Now, add a tone-deaf practice video into the mix, and the narrative gains even more traction. To many, it felt less like a player grinding for greatness, and more like a highlight reel aimed at staying relevant. And the timing couldn't be worse. With the 2025 WNBA season just around the corner and competition getting tougher by the week, this was the moment Reese needed to show fans and teammates alike that she's locked in. Instead, she dropped a clip that skipped right over the fundamentals. No layups, no footwork, no rebounding drills, just awkward jumpers and empty flash. And that's why so many are asking, is Angel Reese building her game or just her brand?
And look, as an organization, we just, felt it was time to make a change. There's just private issues that I think we will keep just in the Sky locker room.
So what is the bigger picture here? Is Angel Reese genuinely focused on elevating her game? Or is this just the latest chapter in a growing pattern of performative progress? This practice video didn't just spark casual critique. It pulled back the curtain on a deeper frustration that's been simmering among fans and insiders alike. From LSU to the WNBA, Reese has built a brand on attitude, confidence, and star power. But now that she's in the pros, fans aren't just asking for flash, they're demanding fundamentals. Because in the WNBA, the spotlight doesn't score points, skill does. And that's where the criticism cuts deepest. It's not just about awkward shooting form or a questionable training focus. It's about commitment. It's about intent. Are we watching the development of a future franchise cornerstone, or the early signs of a player more interested in going viral than going vertical? The league is watching. Her team is watching. And now, thanks to one video, the pressure's on like never before. Stick around. We're about to dive into the fan reaction, the media fallout, and how this could affect not just Reese's career, but the entire identity of the Chicago Sky heading into 2025.
Angel Reese doesn't improve her offensive efficiency, she can't be a franchise player. Her IG followers aren't going to help her win games. Eventually, the need for quality will beat mediocrity. Amen. That's a great comment right there. It really is. Yeah, you're not building a championship contender around Reese, considering she's a rebounding role player. She's a good player, but she'd be better off the bench as an energy player. She's not an MVP caliber player because she can't shoot outside of the paint or inside.